Before I start this rant will be about my Part 2 2019 reveal rant. This will be a period between May and September before I start this rant. To anyone who likes this year, I respect your opinion. Anyways, enjoy the video. On May 1st, I was supposed to be going on a trip to San Francisco, but then I did not want to, so I stayed home. And also there was a May Day protesting downtown Concord and Oakland and other cities because it's worker day, class. But also, they heard that they're going to transfer me to a different school. I can't tell you where because it's private, but they just sent me in the school visit later in the month, and I saw my best friend named Tyler. He was on his Chromebook, and we said hi, and I said to myself, I should stop watching videos from Thailand. I prefer watching American videos again. I said yes, I thought it's going to be okay. And I really want my uncle girlfriend to go to Mexico. She went on May 10th, but then shoot, they would think, well, plans fine, I'll get that in a little bit. But I also started watching videos in Europe while I got in trouble in school for not doing the flag on time during left, and it was done in my old school today. Still have the old behavior specialist with me. We start talking about trips around cities in Europe, Mexico, and more. Also, Asia. I also on the website some of the world's most violent cities not tell you. Tijuana, also known as the border in San Diego, is the most violent city on earth. My parents used to live. They're their second home in Mexico, but they moved here to and I realized, wow, this is more dangerous than a lot of places around Mexico. After that, America's most violent city, Street, Louis Spring 15, and Detroit 46. Yeah, Mexico has a tough time with homicide, but anyway, Joseph got in a lot of trouble for fighting with that two kids, not to mention my last video. But I can't tell you who Joseph was hired to fight for saying cuss words and fighting over opinion dumb arguments that until fighting, and now they happy that's his way. But then they came and it was very scary, but they are put on the timeout, and one of them got suspended in 2D for 2 days. But also that scene that the student was trying to, from a different class, was trying to escape school until the police came and the 5 cops. It was scary. And I was in for May, except I started watching European videos until the day, June 1st, Saturday. I woke up, I did nothing, but I ate pizza. But also I heard that my uncle girlfriend, or also my aunt, is about to move in house. Not really happy about it. We picked her up, and I thought that should we just staying here for 2 days and go back to her house. But also, I forgot to mention in May there was a shooting at Virginia Beach, killing at least 12 people. So sad. I pray for these people. Later on June 2nd, my therapist, that she announced that she'd be leaving on July 11th, which is on them on a Wednesday. But what's the worst of all, my mom sent me to summer school, and I was very upset. I started from June 6th till July 18th. The only thing I liked about summer school, we went on more outings in the last days. The last week we didn't did any work. We went to San Francisco and have a party and spray parks. And also, I have to say goodbye to Toasted. And yes, I also want to Olive Garden. My first time there, I had also another therapist, behavior specialist, but they went for only in the lowest, one of the worst summer school I ever been. But it's actually one of the best. I was just joking about the worst because we did a lot of fun things. Drawing, not too much work, but my plans to my new school that was at my off found another therapist. He said there will be a male and a female, but they lied to me with just a female. But anyways, from there I feel like I just don't feel right. This person looks like Joseph, but in the female version of I can't tell you who. From there on July 4th, I went to the park to see the fireworks. I almost went to the mall, but I didn't. On July 28th, it was great. We have sweet tomatoes until I heard on the news there was a shooting in Gilroy, California, which is 80 miles south of Concord and 60 from Oakland. 3 killed, 13 wounded. I was so saddened. And there was another shooting in Oakland that shot 2 men. And then the next week, on Saturday, on August 3rd, it was another mass shooting El Paso, Texas, at a Walmart store that killed 22 people. The death toll rises from 18, leaving 46 people shot. Also, I just realized nearby Ciudad Juarez, it's also a violent city, but they 22 murders in 10 days. But I will not go full details. But also, the next day, there was a mass shooting again at Dayton, Ohio, killing 10 people. It's so sad. Violent 13-hour in America hates August in 2019. Because of all the drama shootings. From there, I just got my steps for school. But also, I met my new supervisor. She was very nice the first few times I met, but then he started acting a little bit rude. I was very angry, and they said that no, will not bring the mask. Just you and me, knows where they lie to me. I was mad because someone is leaving the house that I want. Just my mom, me, grandma, and uncle, not for my aunt. It's okay to visit, but not living. And also school, my stop watching European videos, and then started watching those from the Midwest and the But also I forgot to mention I saw the protests going on in Hong Kong and France. Protesters were angry. They want to change. They're blaming the government from their October. This is what the world was on fire. It means a lot of drama happened, but I'll be for part 3 back to the school on August 15th. I went back to school and I started meeting my new friends. Dominate for the first few weeks. We start getting her in the tour the first period. And I was afraid first and second we just wait until brunch, might and take anything. Third we went to art to explain. Fourth, I went to do silent reading. I also start Playing Minecraft my phone at the last during fifth we went see while we did really nothing, just sit in the heat and I was it for school, and also everything was fine, until we start getting these rules, and I'll start getting angry at it until September, but anyways that was it. But then the last day in August on Saturday we had to cancel session, and I heard on the news, but there was another mass shooting in Odessa, Texas killing at least 8 and one half and 25 already. Texas 42nd mass shooting. And I was so sad I just realized 2019 is worse than 2018. August I hate the most. The only thing I liked about August, it was more because of his birthday, and I was had, and also the baby that was supposed to come in October, and I was very upset because time flies. But that was it for part 2. Thank God that 8 months went down, and thank God in the past now I will be uploading the last part anyways. This is me signing off.